Hi, everyone. I'm Steve here with David Wright. David is a personal trainer at Fitness for 10 in Carson City. Thanks for being here, David.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
All right. So, getting results when you exercise, there's a lot of variables. And first of all, some of the variables are what's your age? What's your body composition? Um, Meaning, how much body fat do you have? How much lean tissue do you have? Um, do you have any disabilities? Age matters. Are you an advanced lifter? Are you a beginner? All these things factor into maximizing your results. So, I have some ideas on this. And what we're going to talk about is matching your workout and your recovery, because your recovery, that's when you get the results. You're not getting the results when you're pumping the weights, pumping the weights, pumping the weights. The results come, the benefit comes when your body recovers and responds to you overloading your body. So go ahead.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So yeah, when we're in the gym, one of the kind of myths or misconception is, the harder I go in the gym, that's when the growth is happening. Like if I press more weight, that's when the growth is happening. And in reality, there's a lot of great things when we're overloading, we're doing all of this stuff, but really, where does that growth happen? Where does that recovery happen? Or shall I say, where does the growth happen? It happens during recovery. So, you know, adequate amounts of sleep. We do adequate amounts of rest. And when I say rest, I don't only mean sleep, of course, resting from sometimes even going to the gym or not going as hard in certain ways so that your areas that you maybe just worked out really intensely can recover because, our muscles have to have that amount of time to recover because if we're just constantly pounding the, chest, for example, every other day, if I go do heavy chest workouts, you're not giving your chest any time to recover, to grow, to repair, to do all the things it needs to do to be healthy and not be prone to injury and weakened by kind of overstressing. So that's how I look at it is the rest that we take, and even sometimes, and for me these are difficult, but I'm in a different place than a lot of people. Rest days from the gym. I'm here typically, whether it's this gym or other health clubs. I'm 6 days a week, sometimes seven, a lot of times seven. And if my body tells me otherwise, that hey, you feel really tired, like you're mentally drained, you've got muscle aches everywhere, you probably should just take that day off. And mentally, you kind of think, oh, I should really just go in and work through it. No, you should listen to your body and you should take that day off, eat right and everything like you normally would do, but just let your body rest. That's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah, the benefits of weight training and exercise come in between your workouts.
Yep.
So it's what you do in between your workouts that magnify your training sessions. Now, of course, intensity level matters. If you just go in there and go through the motions, you don't need to rest or recover because you didn't do anything. You just went
Right.
through the motions. So all these things matter. Um, but yeah, what you eat, your sleep, all those things matter. How many sets and reps did you do determines the amount of rest that you need or time away from the gym. And when people are going into the gym 5, 6 days a week, they're not doing the same thing every day. They're alternating things so that one thing is resting while they're working on something else. But you mentioned the mental aspect. Now, I don't use well, I don't use personal trainers. I used to be one. I mean, I would consider it just for fun and just to hire some of the people that work in the gyms. But what I was going to say is I don't use workout partners. The reason is because I know my body. I know when to do more. I know when to stop. I don't want someone pushing me, telling me one more. I know I can do one more. I'm not doing one more on purpose. So I'm a experienced lifter. I've been doing this for 50 years. Um, so that's why I don't use workout partners because I'm in tune with my body. And you said something about the whole mental issue. Sometimes, and an experienced lifter knows, okay, I don't feel like going to the gym today. That's one of two things. It could be that, yeah, you need a rest. Your body needs a rest, not just mentally, but sometimes your brain will tell you that you need a rest physically. And so you're just not, you need to be aware of that. Now, the other thing it could be is you're just being lazy. So you have to be able to know the difference. Am I just being lazy and not want to go to the gym? I want to stay home and watch a video game or play a video game, or is my body saying physically, don't do it, I need to rest, I need to stay out of the gym today? So that's something that you have to be able to determine. And as you train into the years, sometimes you might think, well, I'm just being lazy. Well, maybe not. You have to be able to decipher that. You might not be having a lazy attitude. Your body may be telling you something.
Yeah, and I've had that, and people have called me crazy for how often I go to the gym, and even when I started competing and stuff like that, obviously I'm going to the gym quite a bit, and my intensity is probably more than some and less than others, depending. But one of the things I've really had to learn, and whether it's from my coach or just through the experience as well, is if I, for a great example, if I wake up at 6:30 in the morning and my body is just, I just feel exhausted from head to toe, and I just go, okay, you know what? I've got to just take today off. No cardio, no gym, no just, do my other stuff, coming to obviously work and personal train and stuff like that, but not going and working out at the gym. And it took me a long time to just not get up and just say, just go work through the exhaustion. Because at that point, there is a difference between, I feel like I want to really just lay here and watch a video and not go to the gym just because I'm not feeling it, so to speak, versus like you can physically just feel your body is exhausted. And that's how I've differentiated, through this, 9 years now, that I've been doing, some more intense workouts and competing and things like that, is I do the mental test of, do I feel physically exhausted, or do I just feel like I just don't want to go right now? Because those are two completely different feelings. And if it's just, I don't feel like I want to go right now, I may not. And I may go later in the day or something like that, where I maybe have a little more get up and go or energy or, motivation to go to the gym. But I will go and I will push myself through a workout in that case. But if I have that I'm fully exhausted feeling when I wake up in the morning, even if it's later in the day, I might feel a little better, I still don't go, because I know that my body gave me a clear sign earlier this morning that, hey, you need, not 2 hours rest, give yourself a day, and just, do your normal things, but just leave the gym out for today. That doesn't mean I'm going to be out for a week, unless, of course, you feel that way the next day, and the day after that, then there might be some other things happening. But, in general, for most people, it's like you really just, and you learn it this way, is you got to learn, are you feeling lazy? Or is your body, like you said, trying to tell you just not today, and then just continue. But what I've seen sometimes with people is, oh, you know what, I feel sore, I feel this, I feel that, so I'm going to be gone for days from the gym. So you just have to really understand and listen to your body and figure out what you should be doing for you, because what I do may not be the same as what you do or other people do.
Yeah, and we're talking about how to get results. That's how you get results. Now, for me, I'm kind of an extreme person. More is better. More, 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 more. More is not better. And if that was the case, it would be easy for me. I could just do more of everything and be better than everyone else. But it doesn't work that way. More is not better. Sometimes more is better if you're not doing enough. So getting results has to do with bringing all these things together. And I'm in my 60s. And I don't know if you're like this, but I've been like this since I was a teenager. the day before, the night before, I'm going to bed, I'm thinking about what my training program is going to be tomorrow. Do you do that? I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
because I'm excited about it. And look, people have thought I was weird. You said people say that you're weird. You go always in the gym. You're just weird. I used to think I was weird. I mean, I used to think it myself because I'd be bench pressing and going, there's something wrong with me. I think this is fun. Who would think this is fun? You're doing squats. This is fun. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm doing squats today. And I'm still excited about it in my 60s, like I was when I was a skinny little kid as a teenager. And so it's easier for me to tell if I don't feel like going to the gym. That's a big red flag to me because I know I'm not being lazy. The reason I'm not being lazy is because I enjoy it so much. We're not lazy at things that we love. We love to do them. So we're not lazy toward those things. So it's a little easier for me to know if, hey, I need a rest mentally, physically, and I can feel in my body, if, I've got one side's a little stiffer than the other. That's weird. That shouldn't be. Both sides should be evenly sore. But if one side feels a little, worse than the other, that's an indication that I need to rest my body. But I know this from doing this for so long. And as you do this, you will get better and better at getting the results, knowing, hey, I need to eat a little more. I need to sleep a little more. I need to drink more water. I need to bump up my intensity level. And a lot of times I'll go to the gym and I'll lower my intensity level. You know, it was about just a week ago. You know, it was a leg day for me, and it was a heavy leg day. But I just felt like I should just push the sled and do some light stuff to just active recovery, on my legs and my lower body. Then the next time my body's really ready to go. So all these things have to come into place. You have to analyze them all to maximize your results. You can't just do more and more and more and think you're going to win that way because it doesn't work that way.
Yep, I agree.
All right. So, David, if people want to get a hold of you or they want to see what you're doing online, how do they do that?
Well, they can find me on Instagram at davidwright_fitness and at Wright Fitness Training for my personal training Instagram page.
Okay, and if you guys want to see my affiliates, I don't talk about it a lot, but in Vigor Medical, Royal Medical, I'm affiliated with some of these places and different salad dressings and stuff. You can see who my affiliates are if you want to. Use the promo code Vitality1 to get a discount. If you have questions, put them in the comment section. And thanks for being with us. David, thank you for being here.
Thanks, Steve.